Greetings and salutations, YouTube side of people. For this particular one, it was kind of requested by someone in my chat, and that got me really intrigued because I like my cheese. I like my blue cheese, yes, I love that stuff. I like my blue cheese, cheddar cheese, mozzarella, cheese on the pizza, cheese on my burger, cheese on my spaghetti. Spaghetti! But the thing is, Italy has cheese banks, whereby they engage in proper cheese loaning and trading. If I recall, we saw a video on that. So apparently, YouTube people, America has cheese bunkers. What do you need cheese bunkers for? Is cheese being rationed, or is cheese some kind of secret ingredient for a world apocalypse? I do know of the legendary gene bank all the way in the Norway side. Right, so these my Norway friends. That's the gene seed vault. Just in case something big happens, the seeds in there will be used. Yeah, you see? Yui has learned and watched more YouTube about the world. Yui has been secretly watching more about the world so that Yui understands more about the world and be less less stupid when it comes to countries on the map. I'm trying to learn more about the world, but I still cannot pinpoint the maps to the countries.
Are you serious?
That's entirely different. It's time to get into this. I don't understand how and why do America have an underground cheese bunker. I know you guys were making MREs and stuffies like that. Yes. In fact, my Patriot Supply pushed me to partner up and sell those kind of goods for post-apocalyptic situations. But cheese, really?
I love cheese. Da-da.
Hopefully, with this guy, he will explain to me why the hell is there so much cheese over at your side. Hiya. So, let's get into it.
This has almost nothing to do with the US military, but it's so ridiculous I can't not talk.
Okay, so it's nothing to... Okay. So it's nothing to do with the military, it's just something else entirely. Okay.
About it. Today we're talking about America's strategic cheese reserve. Yeah, if you didn't know, the United States currently has over 500 underground cave warehouses spanning across 35 different states, the largest of which is underneath Springfield, Missouri, where America, as of August 2022, currently hoards 1.5 billion...
What? 1.5 billion pounds? That is $3.4 billion worth of Why? For what reason? I don't get it. Why?
Billion pounds of cheese. And just for the record, I realize I'm uploading this video very close to April Fool's Day. This is not an April Fool's joke. I am 100% serious. El Dorado is real, and Uncle Sam made it out of cheese.
What?
El Dorado, the city of gold.
And I know what you're thinking.
The city of gold? This is the city of cheese. My goodness. You can make a Willy Wonka cheese factory with that amount of cheese. Oh my fucking god.
In a world of pure imagination.
And probably still have a fuck ton left over. Oh my goodness, a golden ticket. It's real, man.
Right now, you're like, wow, that's a cool little factoid. I can't wait to share that with my buddy at the bar one day. But no, this is going to infect your thoughts for the rest of your life. You're never going to see the world through the same lens ever again. I mean, for example, let's just say you're at home watching The Walking Dead. You're going to come to the realization there'd be way more fucking cheese in the apocalypse than that, okay?
No, he's fine. The next time when I think of an apocalypse, I would think of, oh my god, we have 1.5 billion pounds worth of fucking cheese. Oh my god. Food, running out of food? No worries, bro. We got tons of fucking cheese.
You're never going to be able to watch Mad Max again without thinking about cheese. You have to come to the terrifying realization that you live in a world where there is a greater than 0% chance that one of these underground cheese caves gets mistaken for a government facility and gets nuked in World War III, and we're going to have to deal with a radioactive tsunami wave of nacho cheese.
Oh no! Imagine that place getting nuked and the fat cloud is a golden gas being just and the blast radius will be an actual golden bukkake! Now that's a new thought. I've never never thought to have until now. Thank you, Electrician sama. Thank you very much.
And this is real life. So I asked myself one question.
God.
How on earth did America get to this point? Because I know it didn't
Yeah, you are. Death by golden bukkake.
happen overnight. And what I found
goodness.
was the craziest real-world example of a butterfly effect that I have ever seen. And believe it or not, it all actually ties back in with last week's video of the ice cream ships of World War II. If you missed that, the super abbreviated version, basically the US government banned alcohol during Prohibition in the 1920s. Because of that, all the bars in America turned themselves into ice cream parlors to stay in business. Ice cream stepped up to fill the social void left by alcohol. If so facto, there was like 2 generations of Americans that treated ice cream like it was alcohol. So
I mean, ice cream makes me happy, so yeah,
ice
that's
cream's so
kind of
good.
true. That's wait, a golden bukkake slide down on patent. Okay, people, I am patenting the word the golden bukkake over here first, right? That's my golden bukkake. Said it here first in the Poi Poi Patrol stream. Thank you very much.
socially speaking. As I'm sure you can imagine, this would drive up dairy consumption. Combine that with the fact that the 30s and 40s is when refrigeration would become readily accessible, meant that for the first time in human history, there was such a demand for dairy products that farmers could exclusively become dairy farmers, meaning that this would be the birth of the entire dairy industry. And honestly, it worked out great. Right up until it didn't in 1949.
Well, what
1949, 4 years after World War II, the American military is downsized, there's not an entire horde of young men eating 10,000 calories a day, and America's not exporting anywhere near as much food to other countries for war relief, meant that there was a decrease in dairy consumption, or a dip in the dairy market. As this became a bigger and bigger problem, the government had to step in because they weren't about to let the entire dairy industry implode, because, I mean, let's face it, that would be utter catastrophe. So the USDA stepped in and said, hey, you know what, we're gonna buy all the excess milk. Okay, pause.
What?
Thought
And do what?
experiment. You're a dairy farmer. You make all of your money by selling milk. And then suddenly, a couple years back, motherfuckers quit drinking milk, aka you made less money. Now the government has come out of left field and said, hey, we're gonna buy all of the milk. What do? You make more fucking milk. And that's exactly what happened. So just to be clear, there was already too much milk. Now there's definitely gonna be too much milk. So naturally, all the milk starts
Yeah, there's already too much milk. Someone comes and say, we'll get it. And then they'll be like, I smell money. My mommy milkers.
flowing in. The government has absolutely no idea what to do with it, so they turn it into cheese, that way it doesn't expire. That part makes sense, but now what do you do with all the cheese? They have no clue, so they just throw it underneath a mountain, ignore it, and hope the problem goes away. But it doesn't go away because every single presidential administration through the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, they all continue to buy up excess milk to prop up the dairy industry, turn it into cheese, and stash it away in these caves. It literally turns into a giant political game of kick the can down the road because nobody wants to be the president that crashes the global economy by not buying enough milk while sitting on top of a mountain of cheese, which, understandable, I don't want to be that guy either. Then, fast forward...
Sorry, I'm pausing to say I don't understand. What? You mean the American government is single-handedly keeping the dairy market up afloat? Really? That's it? Huh? So you guys, we have no cheese, no milk, no nothing? What? Just because we're not consuming enough? Huh? Okay.
In 1980, Ronald Reagan, aka the small government guy, gets elected, finds out that the US government is sitting on top of 500 million pounds of cheese and spending $1 million a day to refrigerate and store it, and he looks at this whole issue like a beaver looks at running water. Absolutely fucking not. We can't have it. So his administration goes about figuring out the cheapest way to solve this cheese problem. Obviously, we're gonna throw it all in the ocean. However, having at least the foresight to understand that that would cause political backlash, he
Wouldn't it be harmful for the environment if you throw like half a billion ton of cheese into the ocean? Wait. That would fuck things up, wouldn't it?
He wanted to see how the public would receive it, so someone from his administration shows up to a White House press conference with a 5-pound block of moldy cheese and is like, hey, we got 500 million pounds of this shit. How would you guys feel if we threw it in the ocean? It'll be fun. We'll save money on cheese. We're gonna find out if blue whales are lactose intolerant.
No. Only picture of whale eating cheese on the internet. Understandable. Have a good day. The ocean will actively become shittier, literally, once you find out that the sea creatures lactose tolerant, literally they'll start being a shittier place. Exactly. Thank you very much.
It's going to be a great science experiment. The public did not go for it. They kind of felt like, hey, I've paid taxes for the last 40 years. You've turned those taxes into cheese. I would at least like the cheese. So then the Reagan administration took the 55-gallon drums of cheese, cut it up into 5-pound blocks, packaged it, and spent the remainder of his administration funneling 300 million pounds of cheese into...
Can I have some cheese?
Impoverished and elderly homes. And this is where we get the saying, government cheese, from.
You're gonna end up eating a steady diet of government cheese and living in a van down by the river.
The US government would then continue to give out government cheese until the 1990s, when they seemingly ran out, because as of today, all 1.5 billion pounds of underground secret cheese in America is privately owned by corporations like Kraft and Velveeta. And this is...
What? Why? Why? Also, I did not know that show, so yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't get that part. Ayo.
It's the part where I wanted to end the video on a happy note of the government made a mistake, they fixed a mistake over 50 years, happy ending, hooray.
Yay.
However, it didn't really make sense because something happened in the 1990s where the government was able to stop buying the excess milk. What happened? And that's when it hit me. It was absolutely the Got Milk ad campaign, the biggest, most iconic ad campaign of all time. I mean, every cafeteria and every school in America had a bunch of posters of famous athletes with milk mustache.
I remember this. I've seen this before somewhere. But why?
She's saying, got milk, drink your milk. I vividly remember commercials as a child telling me that if I didn't drink enough milk, my arms would literally fall off my body.
Well, Mr. Miller told me he never drinks milk. Look at him.
Oh, that's not good.
Got milk.
Surely this is what inspired an entire
Wow, that ad boost don't got milk.
generation of Americans to
That
eat and drink more
Facebook.
dairy products, right? I mean, yeah, probably, but looking back on it now as an adult, doesn't it seem just a little bit weird that it wasn't a particular company putting on all these ads? Like, if there wasn't one company profiting from selling all this milk,
Did he just subtly no-cap that? Was that a no-cap statement? Is that
to eat
what
and drink more dairy products, right? I mean, yeah, probably, but looking back on it now as an adult, doesn't it seem just a little bit weird that it wasn't a particular company putting on all these ads? Like, if there wasn't one company profiting from selling all this milk, where was all the money coming from? I mean, it almost seems like the government launched a giant
What was the thing for a cap for? Guys, more conspiracy theory? Conspiracy theory. Thank you, chat.
psychological operation, ad campaign, just so that they could offload milk so they wouldn't have to keep contributing to their mountain of cheese. Well, I'm gonna take this off now because that's legit exactly what happened. In 1995, the U.S. government created a nonprofit organization known as Dairy Management Incorporated, and their entire job was to get the American people to eat and drink more dairy products. Literally a cabal of individuals plotting behind the scenes to get people to eat more cheese. It's the cheesiest conspiracy of all time, and I'm not even kidding. Anything that has ever been sold or marketed that involved way too much cheese on it, this company is behind. Okay, they're the reason that Taco Bell started selling steak quesadillas. They were behind the Got Milk ad campaign. In 2002, when Pizza Hut had the Summer of Cheese event where they put way too much cheese on all their pizzas, this is who was behind it.
Those fiends! Is that why we love cheese in this day and age? We have so many different mixes of cheese. I'm up for it. I'm all up for it, bruh.
2010, when Domino's almost went out of business, they gave Domino's $12 million to stay in business and then gave them a bunch of cheese so that they could put extra cheese on all of their pizzas. And that was their entire proposition for staying in business. Hey, our pizzas have more cheese on them now, so they're good. It is absolutely insane. So I did it. I found the world's cheesiest conspiracy, but then I found leaked internal documents from DMI. And they are the funniest fucking thing I have ever read in my entire life.
You say here, Nate, I don't need mind control or marketing to get me to eat more cheese because we have all been groomed to eat cheese now. At this day and age, it's been passed down. And now, you don't even need to slap it in my face. I actively look for cheese. Shit. Damn. We are the byproduct of it. Shit. But hey, this cheese is great though. I love it, man. Give it to me. Come on.
Go ahead and read one for you now. It's a letter from Pizza Hut to DMI regarding a meeting they recently had, July 6, 1999. Dear Greta, we wanted to express our thanks once again for a wonderful meeting last week. We appreciate your team taking the time to share some very valuable information and creativity during our brainstorming session. Everyone is very excited about the presentation you gave regarding DMI's available resources and cheese industry insights.
Oh boy.
We look forward to working together to develop many cheese ideas we've discussed. We
Oh boy.
believe this is going to be a valuable partnership for both Pizza Hut and DMI. Let's sell more pizza and more cheese! Exclamation point. Thank you again for coming to Dallas. We look forward to talking to you soon about our partnership opportunities. We will call you next week to discuss the next steps. Since
Pausing this because what the heck? Derek Korea, the Lord of Cheese? And Nixon Lola, the Lady of Cheese?
What the fudge? Oh my god, I work for this people. Wait, what? You work at, huh?
You work for the Lord of Cheese? Excuse me?
There's a lord in the cheese industry?
If there's a Lord, is there a king? Is there a king and a queen? A cheesy king and a cheesy queen. Ooh. Man, J3 Fury, I'm so sorry, man. It's one of those things that really will make or break a person. Burger King isn't the only company ruled by royalty. This is so cheesy. Fuck. Damn.
Sincerely, Derek, Lord of the Cheese, and Liskren, Lady of the Cheese. Even they know that this is a fucking joke. Why is this such a joke? Well, because Dairy Management Incorporated, while it is a non-profit, they don't actually have to raise money for themselves like most non-profits do, because they're also a government checkoff program, which means every dairy farmer in America is legally required, whether they want to or not, to send this company money so that they can advertise on their behalf. And their
What? What the fuck?
annual budget is like $140 million a year, with their CEO and top level executives all making right around $1 million per
What the fuck? This is literally in the elite of America, huh? This is the 0.001%, huh?
per year. Okay, if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, I'm trying to tell you there is a group of people in America getting paid $1 million to convince Americans that cheese is awesome. Okay, that's like
Well,
trying
I mean,
to fucking
cheese is
explain to
awesome,
Stevie
yes.
Wonder what nothing looks like and getting paid $1 million for it. He already
Oh, fuck! Oh, yeah, we already love cheese!
fucking knows that, okay? It makes no goddamn sense. Cheese is so fucking good that it
Yeah.
is the one thing on earth that if you were allergic to it, we're not going to say you have a cheese allergy. No, you're lactose intolerant. We're not going to say you're
Exactly.
allergic because we all know you're going to eat that shit anyways because the
Exactly.
consequences are
Yes.
worth it. Am I upset right now? A little bit. Is it because I'm jealous? Uh-huh. It's
I am
basically
jealous
selling
too.
ass candles to dogs and getting paid $1 million for it. It is the most ridiculously easy job on the planet. And I'm so mad that it's not mine. Anyways, I guess if you made it this far in the Unhinged TED Talk, in conclusion, the US government banned alcohol in the 1920s. It set forth a ripple effect through time, and now some dude in 2023 has my dream job of making $1 million a year to convince people of some shit they already knew. And the US has 1.5 billion pounds of cheese hidden in an underground cave network. Fucking
Why?
the more you know, I guess. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang. Out. I'm gonna go eat some fucking cheese.
I would like some cheese too. Ta-da! Hello, Yui here. Thank you for enjoying my stuffies. If this video has brightened up your day or put a smile on your face, do consider to do the logarithm stuffies. That means liking, subscribing, and commenting in this YouTube video. If you wish to show me more love, do check out my Patreon. Every single support in there goes to making more content in this channel and paying my editor, Zaki, who's definitely not living in my basement. In turn, you'll get early previews, behind the scenes stuffies, but most importantly, cosplay culture, which I know a lot of you are into. I also stream Mondays to Thursdays in Twitch, 11 PM EDT, so come over and check me out sometime.